So then, the final track final of the 2019 World University Games. The men's 4x400 meters. No Dominican Republic this time around, which will mean a new champion for the first time since 2013 when the Russians won. They're not here either. Even the Australians, who won in 2009, they're not here either. So we are going to get a little bit of new blood coming through in the men's 4x4. So in the final, there's Botswana with Amondi, Talane, Sek Gopi, and the semi-finalist Clifton Meshak on the anchor leg. Poland are represented by Dushinsky, semi-finalist Kowaluk, Adamczuk, and the man who was fifth in the 400 meters final, Victor Suawa, bringing them home. Mexico, though, will be very strong. Plenty of quality with Felix Figa, Jimenez Perez, Ramez Rios, and the men's 400 meters champions, Mendoza Falcon. We just skipped past Japan with Kawauchi, Yamashita, Sumaya, and Kitadani. Kazakhstan, Zem, Sokolov, Yefmarov, and Litvin, the silver medalist in the 400 flats. South Africa with Mogowane, Zene, Zeliga, and Isaacs, who was bronze medalist in the flat four. Thailand represented by Shamsri, Konkrapan, Shripfa, and Sontrongthram. And on the inside, the Czech Republic with Sluty, Tušek, Fries, who's a 1500 meter runner, and their usual man at the end, Vit Muller. Łukasz Hotboch and Philipp Schneider were in the bronze medal winning team 2 years ago, but they were both in action earlier today, and so they've been given the rest of the Universiad off, unsurprisingly. Czech Republic, the only one of the medalists from Taipei in this final. The last event of the 2019 World University Games. So then 4 laps to see who will take over from the two-time reigning champions of the Dominican Republic, who are not back to defend their title. No Juan dos Santos, who won the 400 meter hurdles 2 years ago, and no Lingoin Santos, who won the flat 4 2 years ago. But the Mexicans are represented by the current holder of that title. We will see him later on. So then, at the beginning and straight away, round this second bend, South Africa look as though they are quite well placed on the inside. We will get a true reflection of the standings when they come round the next bend. Poland with Katen Jasinski handing on to 400 meter flat semi-finalist Dariusz Kowaluk. Poland always good with the baton in their hands over the 4x4. And Kowaluk has gone off well, but inside it's as we suspected. South Africa will take the lead, but that's quite a bend they've run by the pole. South Africa's Mogowane has handed on to the 5,000 meter man, Zakiti Zene. South Africa here striding on. Japan in third place at the moment with Yoshihiro Sumaya, who had Yan Hamashita, who was fourth in the 200 meters final. Mexico's Jimenez Perez hands on to the 200 meter semi-finalist, Ramirez Rios. South Africa now building a big lead. John Randolph Seliga reached the semi-finals of the flat 400 with the baton in hand. Poland now in second place. They have Patrick Adamczyk chasing after the South African. Meanwhile, the Mexicans desperately trying to get into contention with 200 meter semi-finalist Ramirez Rios. He needs to get that baton to the 400 meter gold medalist Mendoza Falcon with some kind of a gap that they can bridge in the final lap, and he's doing his best here. This is a fine leg by the Mexican Ramirez Rios going into third place, but it's going to be South Africa who hand on in the lead. Gardeo Isaacs, bronze medalist in the 400 metres, has now got to beat the man who won it. Japan have the baton in the hands of the man who was 8th in that final, Naoki Kitadani. And you can see that slightly hunched style of the Mexican Mendoza Falcon that did him no harm at all in the 400. He came from right behind in the individual. He's got to do it again here in the team event. But South Africa still holding on. It's going to be an almighty scrap. Japan not out of it either. Neither are Poland. Here they come, and here he comes. The individual gold medalist is going to do it again. Mendoza Falcon makes it a double gold for Mexico. South Africa, I think, just held on for the silver from a very fast finishing Poland. So the title stays on the American side of the Atlantic Ocean. What a great third leg that was by Ramirez Rios. It really was. It gave Mendoza Falcon the chance to chase down, and he obviously loves coming from behind. Yes, not surprising the scream comes out. Well, Camilo's chances for Brazil in the 4x1 of getting a third gold medal might have ended with injury, but Mexico, their chances of getting the double gold for the individual champion Mendoza Falcon really came together on that third leg. Well, the Mexicans certainly didn't have their strongest runners on legs 1 and 2, but they too did enough to keep them in touch. Kazakhstan were never really in touch. Poland, who have taken so many European titles in the past, and indeed world titles as well at the World Championships, not quite the quartet to be able to challenge for gold this time around, but they gave it a good go. Quartet of Dashinsky, 400-meter silver medalist Kowaluk, Adamczyk, and their anchorman Victor Sawawa, who was 5th in the 400 meters flat, coming home to bronze in the end. South Africa just surviving that scrap to the line as Japan miss out on the medals altogether. He is an unusual looking runner. Never seen a sprinter who sort of crouches forward, but there's no denying his speed. Those long legs taking him past the South African. But Gardeo Isaacs did very well to hold on for the silver medal. But it's gold for Mexico. And a double gold for their new star Mendoza Falcon. Mexicans in the crowd thrilled with that. It's been a great championships for them. You don't generally get Mexicans who are fast over the sprints, but here they found one. Mexico take the gold in 3:02.89. South Africa just hold on to the silver medal from Poland as Japan will run out of it in that last 100 meters. But it was a cracking finish to a cracking race and a cracking championships too.